is guns and whiskey. When I was a kid, there was one TV show that captured my imagination and inspired a whole generation of badasses. It's none other than the cinematic classic simply entitled SWAT. Appropriately enough, today we have LAPD SWAT's finest, former 101st Airborne, colleague, friend of about a decade, Matt Williams. Matt, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
So, Matt, LAPD SWAT, one of the first? Tell me a little bit about it.
The first, established in 1967, set the bar of what became SWAT teams across the world. Still the premier SWAT team out there.
I know this to be a fact. You guys are altruistic, country-serving men walking around in a targeted uniform. Takes a set of balls to do this, ladies and gentlemen. It takes a set of balls. So today we're going to watch SWAT. Did you ever watch SWAT as a kid?
I did watch it a little bit when I was younger.
So Matt and I are going to chime in a little bit. I'm going to let Matt lead us on this because he's in the mix of the LAPD, and I'm excited to see what we got to show today. The whiskey we're going to be enjoying as we watch SWAT is San Diego Distillery Rye Whiskey. Let me see what the taster's notes say about this. If there's ever been a whiskey that's perfectly captured the flavor of those candied nuts sold hot from a cart in the big city, this is it. A lovely mixture of caramel, roasted peanut, and almond with a hint of cracked pepper, followed by a smooth cashew finish. This is a fine whiskey from a small batch craft distillery established only in 2014. So Matt, you like whiskey?
Do enjoy whiskey.
Let's have a taste.
Let's do it.
Thanks for coming on our show.
My pleasure.
Guns and whiskey.
It's pretty good.
Almond, cashew, cracked pepper.
I got the pepper.
You did? You did?
Yeah, I did the pepper.
Outstanding. So this is the second season. They're going to do a ship takedown. Let's look at their tactics, techniques, and procedures, TTPs. What do you guys call those? SOPs?
Yeah, that's
SOGs, Standard Operating Guidelines, Standard Operating Procedures. Okay, here we go. Grappling hook. So they're running out in the open, then they see you.
I like the cover guy running behind the guy with carrying the grappling hook.
Right.
Two weapons in his hand.
Right. Watch this. So he left his gun. Did you see where there was two guys swinging, and then all of a sudden the guy with the sort of the shotgun grappling hook just shoots it out there openly, knowing like what? There's no one around. There's no overwatch on the entire ship. There's no ship entry guards or anything like this.
I hope nobody's around. The second you fire that thing off, everyone's gonna know you're there.
Everyone would know. Would you drive your milk truck right down with SWAT written on the side of it, the park beside it?
Well, you don't want to walk too far, so you got to get somewhat close. But
Good point.
the tactic's probably not the best.
Got it.
What happened to the grappling hook? There's the ropes.
He's their
Who's
leader.
got it?
He's their leader.
All right, finally some people.
He's the bad guys. He must be on the other side. Look, this is a quick way to take out the bad guys.
Drop a crate on it.
Obviously, they didn't have OSHA back then and the hard hat rule. They're bad guys anyway. We got the cargo coming down. They're busy. Everyone's on that side handling this one operation. Meanwhile, the SWAT team on the other side could drive right up the side, and they're getting in place. The guy in the red also, too, has an earpiece in, I noticed. The SWAT team does it. And who's he communicating to? Miss Rowland.
There's got to be another bad guy someplace.
Right.
He's talking to someone. Or just walk right up on top.
Right across the middle.
Yeah.
No cover and concealment.
Reason.
Look, steps over here, but he goes this way. It's cool. I probably would have done it.
Toss your weapon in there. I'll come get it back. I'll get it in a second.
Let go of the weapon. It comes around.
What are the other two guys?
You'll see. Watch this. Watch this.
Oh. Who's that guy? Just showed up. He never climbed up any rope. He was never part of anything. All of a sudden, he's on the ship.
Hey, you know what? They planted him the day before.
That's good tactic.
You're right, though. He didn't climb up anything. There he is.
It's nice that bad guys lay their rifles out
Give me
like
that
that.
search
They're armed with.
Lieutenant, I'm about as high as I'm gonna get.
Oh, see, they do have two-way
A
radio.
couple of guys still unloading on the water side of the stern deck. I can't see anybody else, but there's gotta be at least a couple more guys down on the boat.
Any chance that the bad guys might have heard those radios?
I mean, you're hidden on this boat. Nobody's around. Why would you think?
You remember the old Motorola's? Squawk, squawk. You're in the middle of the ocean trying to be quiet. Ah, squawk, I can't hear you, I can't hear you. Lima Charlie, Lima Charlie.
Half our radios still do that now.
Still. So let's talk about if this was a modern day operation, how that would be planned and how that would roll out.
Well, the first thing is the element of surprise. You don't be running around the middle of the street. If you're actually going to do it during the day, we're going to approach from the water. We've upgraded to caving ladders. So instead of the old grappling hooks, we still got to get it up there to climb up. But you get your overwatching position. Look better first, yeah, before anybody starts moving. But also, unless it's a ship, it's not leaving anytime soon. Why don't you hit it at night? The initial assault has to be fast. You gotta have that element of surprise. You gotta be efficient. Economy of movement. You gotta get in there and get on target quick. So you will spend a lot of time pre-positioning assets so that once the go is given, move in to get on there. Sometimes you gotta hit it when you gotta hit it.
Right.
But if you can't use cover or darkness, I wouldn't be running across the top of the ship so everybody can see me. So everything is very well choreographed, very well rehearsed, very well practiced from all the different tactics that we do. So that is with the benefit of being a full-time team, of doing nothing but training. Every day is a different training discipline for different cadres. So when this comes up, we don't have to, okay, what are we going to do? Let's plan this out. Who's going to go here? We already know. We've got the guys who are specialized in different things. Our snipers is a specialized cadre.
Breaching, bomb, diving.
We have the assets to fast rope in. We have armored vehicles.
Let's talk about the advances in the milk truck to where we are now.
So what's actually nice is the milk truck has been replaced, but they give us our own car. So I would just drive there. All my kit, everything's in the car, so I just get out, pull it all out of the trunk, throw it on, and go to work. Now that's the nice thing. So the milk truck's kind of not there. We do have our SWAT truck, which is, it has everything from a room for our negotiators. It has all of our excess gear, ladders, different weapons, all our less lethal munitions, all extra gas, everything. So it comes down and it's basically it's an armory on wheels. I've been in law enforcement now for over 15 years now, and in that 15 years, everything is advanced. The gear is advanced, the weapons have advanced, the tactics have advanced, just to the basic patrol cop level, from the basic, ballistic vest to the equipment and now all the body-worn cameras, and law enforcement in general has advanced unbelievably over the last decade.
So Matt, you've in your tenure, you've seen the transition from law enforcement, what we knew one time as the day-to-day, to these new emergent threats in combination with technology and highly motivated bad guys, like North Hollywood shooting somewhere in the mid-90s, I believe. Would you speak to that?
There's been a lot of different periods throughout that have changed different things. So, like the original SWAT team all carried confiscated weapons.
All carried confiscated?
It was because they had to go through the process of once they were confiscated again because there was no budget.
I don't know why I love that.
So the original handguns were all confiscated guns. So the build-up to the Olympics was the change. Hey, we need different things. And now you're looking at the MP5s were starting to be introduced. Different weapon systems were starting to come in. Then in '97, when the North Hollywood shootout, it was completely apparent that as a law enforcement in general, we're outgunned. At the time, they were upgraded to the 9mm, the Beretta 9mm, and that was all you could carry at the time. And now you're going against guys with these high-powered rifles, fully automatic drum magazines, just completely outgunned, and it was apparent. Now, when the SWAT guys arrived at the end, they were at least had weapon systems that could match. And that was a change period for LAPD. That income, okay, maybe we started to look at the 45s. Maybe we start looking at different things.
Instead of high velocity, more knockdown power. Were you high velocity?
Well, there was no rifles. You had a shotgun, but that was it. You got a guy with an assault rifle with a drum mag, and it's just fully automatic, completely wrapped in ballistic body armor. And you're trying to hit him with a 9mm from I don't know. How close are you gonna get to that guy? 100, 150 yards away, maybe 50. I want to get 50 yards. Still a tough shot.
So the lessons learned from that was this isn't going to happen again.
It changed a lot of different things. It changed the tactics. It changed the firepower. It changed we realized that we need more armored vehicle crises. Change where everything goes, be it the military, be it law enforcement, whatever. And that's where you see now all the armored vehicles.
Emergent threats combined with emergent technologies dictate this militaristic need for those who serve our people and communities to be outfitted appropriately. There's no loss that's acceptable in your unit.
No.
There's none acceptable.
And in our team, we've lost 3. Yeah, I mean all of them.
True heroes of our country.
Absolutely.
True heroes.
So like I said, there's no acceptable.
To the fallen law enforcement and the fallen soldier. I'm really liking the taste of this San Diego Distillery rye whiskey. So look, this was made in the early 70s. Great show. There's a lot of holes in it, but it was highly entertaining. Influenced a generation of people for sure. Influenced me. So it's easy to look backwards in time and shoot holes in films and television. This is a cult classic. This is a law enforcement classic. This is a gun-toting man classic. I'm glad that we got to share this with you today. With our San Diego Distillery rye whiskey, which I found quite pleasing to the palate. What about you?
That's good. Hey,
It's good.
It's good whiskey.
This is Guns and Whiskey.